Last class we discussed about Ohm's law, resistance and resistivity. Today in this class we shall discuss another important concept, that is combinations of resistors. There are two types of combination of resistors, and the first one, resistance in series. So in previous class we used this word series. So the resistors are connected in series manner. So what is that? Series. Resistance in series. So series nothing but when two or more resistors are joined to end, so that same current flows through the each one of them in turn. They are said to be connected in series. Example, serial circuit R1, R2, R3. Three resistors are there. So each resistor is having two terminals. So two terminals, and each two terminals are connected to end. So this type of connection is called as a series or resistance in series. So here important point you have to note that, so in series resistance the total potential difference, nothing but the total voltage is equal to the sum of the individual resistance of the voltage. So how many resistors are connected here? So three resistors are connected. So each resistance having individual voltage, nothing but individual potential difference. I will call this one as a V1, V2, V3. So here total potential difference, nothing but V is equal to the sum of the potential difference across the individual resistance. That is V equal to, so here V represents total potential difference is equal to sum of the individual voltages across the resistance V1 plus V2 plus V3. Then according to Ohm's law, so you already know that according to Ohm's law, that is V equal to I into R. So substitute this equation in equation 1. Then we are getting V1 is equal to I into R1, then V2 is equal to I into R2, then V3 equal to I into R2. Substitute this all values in equation 1. Then equation will become IR equal to IR1 plus I into R2 plus I into R2. So which is common term here? I is a common term. Take out. Then finally we can get RS. So RS nothing but resistor in series is equal to sum of the individual resistance in the electric circuit. So this is also called as formula of resistance in series. RS equal to R1 plus R2 plus R2. So this is derivation resistance in series. And some important points related to resistance in series. So in the circuit, so the electric circuit which is connected in series manner means on the electric current. So in any part of the electric circuit, the electric current remains same. So here ammeter is there. So if you disconnect ammeter and connect this ammeter anywhere, any part of the electric circuit, the reading does not change. So example, think here 5 ampere is there. So current in this position 5 ampere is there. So disconnect this ammeter and connect ammeter near the resistors. On that place also you are getting ammeter reading as a 5 ampere. So remember, so in the series resistance, the electric circuit in the electric current remains same in any path, and it is also having some disadvantages. So what is the disadvantages of resistance in the series? So you already know the current remains same. So it is impractical for electric bulb or connecting of electric heater. And one more thing, suppose one bulb failed 6 volt, an ammeter and a plug key with connecting wires. So plug the key and note down the ammeter reading. Change the position of the ammeter in the circuit anyway at any position. So you are getting same value. We can conclude that the series combination of resistors, the ammeter reading is same in all the part. Then now connect the voltmeter in parallel across the ends of AF and take the voltmeter reading. Then take out the plug key and disconnect the voltmeter. Now connect the voltmeter across the ends of A, B, plug the key and take the readings of voltmeter. Say V1 is 3 volt. So for this same for R2, connect the voltmeter and same for R3. So then we can get V2 as 2 volt, then V3 as 1 volt. So individual resistors having individual potential difference. So you will observe that the total potential difference across the combination of the resistors in series is equal to the sum of the potential difference across the individual, that is V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus P2. So V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus P2. So V is equal to I into R according to Ohm's law, according to the Ohm's law. Then substitute V is equal to IR in this formula. Then we can get V1 is equal to I into R1, V2 is equal to I into R2, then V3 is equal to I into R. Substitute this all values, that equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, equation 4 in this equation. Then we are getting IR is equal to I into R1 plus I into R2 plus I into R2. So common term I, remove that one, then we are getting total resistance is R1 plus R2 plus R2. So resistance in total resistance in the series is equal to the sum of the individual resistors. This is about resistance. Let us discuss second combination of resistors, that is resistors in parallel. So resistors in parallel nothing but, so here the resistors is connected one of the branch. So you can see in the electric circuit in one branch only. So in one part only the three resistors are connected, that is R1, R2 and R3. So when two or more resistors are connected across 2 points, that is X and Y across 2 points, so that each one of them provides a separate path. Each one of them separates path for current. So I will call I1, I2 and I3. They are said to be connected in parallel. So here each resistance having individual current. So R1 is having separate path for electric current and R2 and R3 also. So here total current always equal to the sum of the current which is passing across the three individual resistors R1, R2 and R3. So consider R1 is having current, that is I1 and having as a 2 ampere. Then R2 also it is having separate path to pass electric current. I am considering as I2 as a 3 ampere. Then R3 also having separate path. I will call that is I3 equal to 4 ampere. Then what is the total current passing in the electric circuit? That is I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. How much? 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 4, 9. So total 9 ampere. Understood? So here I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. But in Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. So it is the ratio of potential difference and the resistance across the electric circuit. Substitute this equation in first equation. Then we are getting I1 is equal to V divided by R1 and I2 is equal to V divided by R2, I3 is equal to V by R3. Substitute these all values, then we are getting V by RP is equal to V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R2. So common terminal we take out, then we are getting total resistance in parallel, or you can also call as equivalent resistance in parallel is equal to the reciprocal of the individual resistors across the electric circuit. So once again I will repeat, resistance in the parallel is equal to the reciprocal of the resistance is equal to total or sum of the reciprocal of the individual resistors. And here remember 2 points. In parallel manner across the electric circuit, in any part if you choose, the voltage remains same. Consider, I will consider voltage as here 5 volt, nothing but total potential difference, that is 5 volt. So in this place potential difference 5 volt. Suppose if you disconnect this voltmeter and connect another path in the electric circuit. So on that place also we are getting potential difference as a 5 volt. So here we have to remember potential difference remains same in the resistance in the parallel, but electric current is different or differ in the electric circuit. Okay. So this is detailed through smart class. So let us discuss resistors in parallel. Now let us see the parallel arrangement of resistance. So take 3 resistors, say R1, R2 and R3, and ammeter, voltmeter, battery and plug T. Connect 3 resistors R1, R2, R3 in parallel each other in the circuit with battery and plug T and ammeter. Connect voltmeter in parallel. Then plug the key and note of the ammeter reading I and voltmeter reading V. Then take out the plug from the key and remove the ammeter and voltmeter from the circuit. Then again connect the voltmeter across each resistors and insert the ammeter in the series. So with the resistors are note of the ammeter reading. That is I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So here individual resistors electric current is equal to the total current which is passing through in the branch of the circuit. So by applying the Ohm's law to the parallel combination of the resistors, we have I is equal to V by RP. So substitute this value, then we are getting I is equal to V divided by RP. Call it is as a equation 1. Then I1 is equal to V by R1, I2 is equal to V by R2. Then I3 is equal to V by RT. Substitute this all equation in the first equation. Then we are getting formula of resistors in parallel. That is V by RT is equal to V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by RT. So common term here V. Take out. Then we are getting equivalent resistance in parallel is equal to the 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by RT. So here we have concluded that the reciprocal of the resistance is equal to the sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistance. So this is about the resistors. Students, so we discussed about resistance in parallel and resistors in series. So now let us discuss what is the difference between parallel resistors and series resistors. So in a series resistors, so formula of resistors which is connected in series manner, that is Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R2. So equivalent resistance in series is equal to the sum of the individual resistors. Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R2. And here electric current remains same in every part of electric circuit. So electric current is constant value, same value. And here potential difference is various from resistor to resistance. And we cannot use the series circuit, and it is impractical for bulbs. Suppose one bulb fails means and another all components it will fails. So this is the difference. That's what about parallel. So equivalent resistors, that is RT is equal to reciprocal of the indivisible resistance is equal to the sum of the reciprocal of the indivisible resistance. This is the formula for resistors which are connected in parallel manner. And here potential difference or V remains same. So it is having constant value throughout the electric cycle. And here electric current is differing across the indivisible resistors. And we can use parallel connection for electric circuit. This is the difference for series and parallel. So last class we discussed about Ohm's law, and we can derive formula of electric current and formula of voltage and formula of resistance. So now I will show one technique how to remember this all three formulas. So you have to remember this triangle. Okay, and I will write here V and here I and R. So if you remember this triangle, we can get three formulas of electric current, voltage and R. Then first, how to write electric current? So which formula you need? That by using that close that letter. So what remains here? V by R. So this is the formula for electric current. That is I is equal to V by R. Then we need voltage formula. Then close the letter V. Then what remains here? I into R. So V equal to I into R. This is the formula for potential difference or voltage. V is equal to I into R. Then what is the formula of resistance? Close that letter. What remains here? V by I. V by I. So this is the formula for resistance. R is equal to V by I. So SI unit of electric current is ammeter representing as capital V, and potential difference as voltage, that is V, and resistance SI unit is ohm. So symbol is here. So this is the formula for electric current, voltage and resistance. I hope understood this all concept. Next we shall discuss heating effect of electric current. Thank you.